And we are live. I'm just setting it in the correct mode here, and I hope that everybody can hear me. So, this stream today, I have tried a new setup. It's just a really quick one. But today, this afternoon, I received this package. It says CMON down here, and it says 10.5 kilograms. Last year, about the same time, we received a box of almost same size of 18.5.6 kilograms with a lot of Zombicide. But I have not checked this box yet, even though there is a hint on the back here which I will not show you. So let's get it open and see what it is. A trusty hobby knife here. And as this is vacation in Denmark, unfortunately I have not any of the other co-hosts here, but I will try to do it the best I can myself. Yep, that is exactly what I thought. I'm just gonna change into something more appropriate, and then we are gonna continue the stream. Be right back. And we are back. Howdy and welcome to Dad's Gaming DK. Now I know what's in the box, and you probably do too, so let's get started. So this is a completely new game that has not hit the shelves in the stores yet. We don't need this. And let's see if I can find the base game down here, because there is a lot of stuff in this box. This seems to be expansion, so I think this is the base game, maybe? Seems like it. So, it is a big box, and I don't know if you can see it over there, but it says Zombicide, Undead or Alive, and let me get it on the table and go over to a camera where you better can see it. So, I'm just gonna move this just a moment. There we are, so hopefully you can see it better here. So it is Zombicide, Undead or Alive, and this is a game by Raphael Guton and Jean-Baptiste Lolien and Nicolas Raoul, I think. I don't speak French. And if we flip it over here, we can see that it is for 1 to 6 players. Age 14 takes about an hour. We have a really nice picture here of all the different zombie figures, the survivors, the dashboards, different weapons, and some wooden die. And let's say it says here that it contains 88 miniatures, 14 survivors, 14 walkers, 16 brutes, which I think is maybe just like the fatties in the normal Zombicide. 16 runners, 1 abomination, 1 Gatling gun, 6 colored bases, dashboards, survivor ID cards. So we have 14 unique survivors, 120 mini cards, and it is 82 equipment cards, 32 zombie cards, and 1 abomination card, as well as 12 double-sided game tiles, 6 die, 48 trackers, 29 tokens, and a rule book. But the really funny thing here is to get this box open, right? So let's get down to it. I can do a small insertion here. That was apparently not deep enough. Maybe if I can do it on the other side instead. A lot better. All of this plastic. So just like with all other CMON games, the quality seems very, very well on the cardboard here. And it seems like the back is actually Okay, so first off, I can see that this has like a 3D effect over here. It's actually have some indents. Looks really nice. The whole back page here is actually just a piece of paper that was put on. So what is on the actual back? The same thing. So there might be a difference somewhere between those two. I don't know what it is, but let's get the box open and see all the content that we just read about. And I'm sorry for focus going in and out. That is unfortunately I'm doing camera like this. So as always, we have some advertisement. Then we have the rule book, really nice rules and mission book. As always, nice paper quality. List of all the different game components. Of course, some advertisement for the other games. The rules on how to play with nice full color pictures. And down to the missions, how to set up and how to play each of them. Then we have a box. This is probably a box of miniatures. Quite a big box actually. Yes, it is. So up here we have what I think is the 14 survivors. Let's see, 7, 14, yes. And a Gatling gun. And normally the quality is really high on, let's see if I can get this in focus, on the CMON games. Yeah, quality is as always really nice. So here we have like a saloon girl. We have a miner here. And the preacher. Really nice quality. And as far as I can see, not a lot of mold lines, almost nothing. So really nice. Then we have the different zombies. So we have like this civilian here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of those. And we have another version here. Again, really nice sculpt. And we have another 8 of those. We have some cards here. Then we have the one Abomination. Like this big guy here with bowler hat. And some stone or something like getting out his back. We have the survivor ID cards. I think really to see here, we can open that up as well in just a moment. We have the plastic dashboards, which is now made in this wood lookalike, and you still have the stress bar down here where you can slide, and as they're new, they're a bit hard to slide, but you can slide down here to see how much stress you are, the different levels. We still have our slots to additional picks, and here to choose what ability you have taken, as well as your health over here. And you put down the survivor card, and you can track your health in these slots, and you can track what abilities you unlocked over here based on your stress level. And if we take this one out, then we have all the components below. So first of all, we have the dice, very light, because these are wooden die, not plastic die. It seems like, yes, this is definitely painted wooden dice. So we have this zombie cowboy symbol, we have some spades, dynamite, some hearts, clubs, diamonds. We have 6 of those. Then we have all the colored picks, which instead of the normal colored picks are actually small pieces of dynamite. Really nice. We have the normal rings to sit under your miniature to show what color you're playing. And then under the insert for the wooden boards, oh, that's actually not an insert. So this whole thing is the top to the next level. And here we have what I would think are these, what were they called? Roots, probably. So they look a lot like the fatties in the second edition. And get this into focus. Bit hard for the camera. I want to focus on the things in the back. But they again look really, really nice. So we have 8 that looks like this, and then we have 8 that have got a giant jaw with some tusk here. Looking really, really nice. Another 8 of those, and it seems like the one I showed in the start is runners, and then these are normal zombies. So we have 4 different sculpts. We have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of each. Nope, that's not right. We have 8 of each, 5 different sculpts. So first we have this old man here. And then we have a lady zombie here. We have this guy like a clerk reaching out. Whoop, another woman. Really nice here with the face being a zombie and the rest not. Really the cloth on her dress is a bit tattered up, but that's it. And the last one is this guy down here. So let me see if I can get everything back in this box, because I don't have that much room on the table. So I need to remove the big box maybe from the table to make room. That's how it is when we live stream. Doesn't really know how it goes. Is this down? Right, seems like it. Wooden boards down here. The stuff down here. These on top, and then we'll take a look at the cards. So I do think I will just make some room, just a moment. So I'm gonna move the big box down the floor. There we go, that's gonna give me some more wiggle room. So for the cards, let's see where I put my knife. Probably don't need my knife. So first off we have one Abomination card, which is this bowler hat Abomination, which has no special rule, it's just Abomination. Then we have some of the new weapons, like the coach gun. It is a bounty weapon, and we have the usual symbols from the second edition down here, and the shield type, and special rules. We have cold, heavy saber, repeater rifle, a wrath, mauser, volcanic pistol. We have a cold SSA. So these are what we would normally call, in second edition, these are called, let me see, probably the pimp weapons, same the color. Then is the special weapons, normal special equipment here. Another cold, dynamite, dynamite. A lot of dynamite, holy water, seems appropriate. Knife, machete, pickaxe, plenty of bullets. A lot of cards goes on like we saw in 2nd edition, Remington, Saber, Sword of Shotgun, Showfield, Tomahawk, some normal water, Winchester rifle, if I can get this back in focus, old timer, Pan, Springfield, the Gatling gun, escalation range, well, and a wagon, which is a machine. Then we have some zombie cards, and if you don't know the game, these are the different threat levels or stress that you're at. Damn focus. Maybe get back. And this is how many spawns. So this is normal walkers. We have a lot of walker cards. We have brutes, runners, the Abomination, more walkers, more runners, Abomination, extra activation, and so it seems like this is pretty much a standard Zombicide deck 2nd edition. Then for the Survivor ID cards, we have them here. So let's see if I can get these opened. I'll probably need a knife. And if you're wondering why I had 2 different camera setups, it's actually just so you can see my reactions as I pull out the stuff. I have not seen this yet either. So I opened the box. So I will say I had seen the Undead or Alive logo on the big box though. So for survivors we have Carl. There we go. And as always we have descriptions of special rules down here. Then we have Concepcion, none. We have Hannah. I don't know what these slots are. These are new. And we have a class ability here. So this one says Home Defender. What does that do? So Home Defender. Lines of set are not limited by room zones. Ooh, that's nice. May search several times per turn. That's really nice if you know the game. Henry the Miner. Yep. Bartender, Clerk. Jimmy. Cassie. So we still have... No, it doesn't seem like these are children though. May. So in 2nd edition you have adults and child, and the difference are the health. This seems to be... So it doesn't seem to be childs and grown-ups, but it seems like there is difference here in the health anyway. We have Molly. We have Pablito. Thomas. Trixie. And Turner. But that was actually all the content of the core box. And most of this box are miniatures, but believe me, you also need them. One of the very cool thing about these games are definitely seeing how you're overrun on the table. So when you get this on the table and you think, oh yeah, we have this mission, we need to go do this and this, and then suddenly you just have zombies all over, you're starting to kind of panic. So I'm very happy to see that they kept that. It does seem like this is most of all second edition in a Western theme, with some changes like the class abilities and stuff like that. Probably also some new zombie abilities now that we don't have fatties anymore. But we'll have to find out when we take a look at the rules at a later time here at the channel. But that was only one box. And believe me, there's a lot more boxes down the big box. So I will set this one aside and find the next box. If I can get this one closed. So we go back here to the big camera so you can see my reaction, and I will dig down into this one to find out what else we have. So just continuing from the end, the next box we have is Zombicide Gears and Guns. And let's go down to the table and take a look. So here we have the box. Just want to see the front. Really nice picture here. So kind of steampunkish. And the back here, we can see that we have one new abomination. We have a set of survivors, some additional dice. So this seems like what we got in some of the expansions for 2nd edition, where we got a new rule called All Out Dice that allowed you to do extra damage on the with the possibility or risk to break a weapon. It looks kind of that. Of course, all this is the same number of players, time, everything. Consist is 11 miniatures, which is 1 steam monster. Okay, not abomination, but steam monster. 10 survivors. 176 new cards, which is 10 survivor ID cards. 87 new unique equipment cards. That's about the same as we got in the box, and we just checked. That was 82. It's more equipment cards than the core game. 78 objective cards. 1 abomination card, probably for a steam monster. 6 new tiles. 1 campaign sheet. 16 die, 1 rulebook, and 4 tokens. So this is a campaign expansion, just like we had the Washington ZC and Fort Hendricks for 2nd edition. Really, really nice. Looking forward to see what we have here. So let's get our trusty knife brought out and get this open. So again, it seems like the back is just a piece of paper that have been added. I don't know why. Let's see if it is the same. It is. This is just way more glossy for some reason. It's like the colors is a bit off. It might be hard to see on the camera, but there's very, very big color difference. Might be errors when they printed these versions of the boxes, these early versions. So let's get the box open and see what we have. So first off, we have the rules and campaign missions. And as always, it is full color and it is always really, really nice. So yeah, we have some new unique rules on this equipment. Probably something like the all-out rule for the normal 2nd edition game. We have the new rules for the Steam monster. We have the campaign sheet here, where you can unlock specific campaign skills for and additional actions for your character that you can take over from time to time. And then we have new unique missions here. Really nice, really, really nice. We probably also have some new rules. So let's see. This looks like, if I can get the camera to focus. So these looks like some steam valves, steam pipes that has been broken, steam coming out. We have a steam tracker over here. We have, I don't know what this is, it's a lot of zombies in a sunset. And some gates kind of thing here. Oh. So probably something has to do with the campaign. We have these this block of campaign notes here. So track your campaign XP, unlock campaign skills, bonus actions, who you have played with, equipment that you have taken over. You get 1 for each survivor. Then we have the cardboard. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I forgot to show the cardboard in the core game. I will go back and do that. They were probably in the bottom of the button, and I completely forgot that they were down there. But here we have some of the campaign tiles. We have the lock for this Steam level. We have the survivor ID cards. These are specific cards you use in the campaign to find out what happens, so I'm not going to open these. These are marked for each scenario in its own packs, and there is a lot of them. So we have, let's see, a lot of campaign, probably 1 for each mission. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 unique card packs with cards that you are not allowed to reveal before you actually find them in the game. Survivor cards, additional dice, equipment cards, more equipment cards, But let's get down. And this is really nice. They actually made room for the cardboard, so when you punch it out, it can actually stay down here together with the rest of the content instead of just shuffling all around when you pack down the game again. But let's see if we can get this open. So this is like 2-part plastic here. Really, really tight. I wonder if they have taped it somewhere. Back when we did unbox the second edition, there was a lot of stuff that was taped. But it seems like this is just really tight. Nope, there is tape. There is tape. So now it's a matter of finding out where the tape is. Do we have tape in both ends? We do. And then it slides off, just as neat. Okay. So down here we have some more survivors. So we have like this steampunk guy here with a kind of metal arm and hydraulics down to some swords. We have a gunslingers. We have another version of a saloon girl here with a axe and like a sniper. No, it's a pistol with a knife on it. There we go. Very nice. We have this gentleman here in like a knight's armor. And then we have this steam monster. I do like how all the abominations have this this little hat on. They don't look that frightening. We also have this primitive chainsaw guy. Then this time the dice are plastic, not wood, and they have special steam symbols I can see. We have this special symbol, and the rest are just cogs, gears, 6 special dice. Let's get them down again. We're not gonna look at these cards for now. So what we are gonna take a look at is the cards and the cardboard. So if we start with the survivors, if I can get this opened. Can. It's always very, very tightly packed. Which is probably a good thing for transportation. So first off, the guy with like the mechanic metal arms is Anthony. There we go. Then we have Bonnie. Thaddeus, Jean, Nora, Lee, Leonard, Marilyn, Nicholas, the one with the chainsaw, and Rickard, or Richard. So 10 new survivors, in addition to the, what was it, 14? Yeah, 14 from the core game. And then for new equipment, it is probably some of the same equipment as we saw in the core game, just with these new campaign values added, these keep values and break values. That is at least how it was in the base game for second edition. Also, I think second edition have been out for, is it a year and a half now? So we have some new bounty weapons here. And as we can see, it has this small steam sign here, which have been added compared to the other stuff we had. So all these bounty weapons have this one new added. So we have like a clockwork rifle, a Frontier Industries rifle, patriotic saber. So all of these are like steampunk weapons now. We have a chainsaw that has 2 steam values. Wonder what that does. And a keep level. This is probably keep level. This luck. So every time you complete a scenario, you have to roll to see if you can take it over to the next scenario as well. This has a lower keep value as it's not a bigger weapon. We have a cold. So it seems like we have some of the same here, yeah. Yeah, these are the same as we saw in the base game. Then everything just got this steampunk feel to it and these steam values added. Yeah, so every single thing has been converted to a Steam version. And for the other pack, that's probably just the normal equipment. More normal equipment, and of course the new Abomination card for the Steam monster. So let's take a look. So we have, again, it's the same weapon as the base game, they just got these Steam values. So we have the sawn-off, the Schofield, the shotgun, the tomahawk, the twin barrel, we have the border, we have Winchester. Then we have some new gear here. So these are called inventions. So this is the knight armor we saw this one guy having. So this stuff here, that's Abomination. These are some additional cards special to the expansion. Always equipped, doesn't take a slot inventory, gives you tough. And you can keep them. So we have different body armor types, gloves, jump boots, long arm, marksman goggles, sprint boots, steam bottle, a lot of those, and some vision goggles. And then the last thing we have is a steam monster, and he has a special rule in here: doesn't zone any steam nozzles in it are broken. Okay, really nice. So seems like you get a lot of additions in this expansion compared to the base game. Then let's open the cardboard. So these cardboard tiles for Zombicide, and again CMON in general, is always very, very high quality. And I also think that's why the games, and in general all the games they made, are so popular, because you just know that you get quality. Even though they are seeing a bit of problems with the shipping prices, which gave them a bit of a bad reputation. I think it was start of this year, end of last year. So here we have some of the tiles, so to get them up. So we have like this dead horse here, some sheets with blood on it. We have the different rooms. Here we have like a steam engine with these valves and nozzles. Another of those. A lot of rooms, like a distillery here. Here we have like a mine entry with some machine and more machinery. So they look a lot like the same, to be honest. Like these building with steam engines in it. Nothing like really special there. They look nice. They're a bit more dull in colors than what we have seen in some of the other Zombicide games, but kind of matches the whole theme of this western here. So I will just go back and find the tiles of the core game before we continue with other packs. So here we have the core game. So they're probably in the far bottom. So I took this. There's a lot more. I only took this box. We have a lot of more boxes down here, and this is pretty heavy. So first off we have cardboard, and that might be the only thing. Okay, this is actually just empty cardboard. But we have all the cardboard here, so we have some tokens, and we have some tiles. So let's check that out. I was so focused on the miniatures that I totally forgot that there was actually also a game board. That's how it goes when you get new toys, right? You get focused, and it's even more hard when you try to talk at the same time. So what just fell on the floor here was some train tracks and like a train wagon down here. So here we have some different of these markers. These are probably spawn points, maybe. Some abomination tokens, crates, sheriff star, exit marker, a wagon, a boom token. So there's different content in these crates as well. Probably some missions there. We have 2 more train tracks. One is the actual locomotive, and this is another wagon. But that is really cool if there's a mission where you have to like go to a train or hijack a train or something like that. Here we have a street with 2 buildings, a dead horse. We have a center building here. Another street and a corner. Then we have a long end building. Another corner. Another end. So some of these, they're not the same, but they are kind of looking. It's not like a big difference, to be honest. This one is a saloon, broken down saloon. It's pretty cool. And we have another long building. This says office down here. Like a fountain and a corner building. We have the broken grocery store. And a normal home here. I can get this in. It's home for sale. Then we have some blind mine here. And seems like some stables. We have this big open building with a lot of zombies and skeletons. A lot of small rooms here. So as you can see, there was a lot of cardboard below. And I just totally forgot. Let me see if I can get everything down in the box again. And we will take another box and continue. I don't know if this is better if you replace this loose cardboard with something else. So they get this one down on top. And close it up and take the next box. And now we are down to some smaller boxes. There is some more big boxes in the end of the big box, but let's see. So, first off we have this box. Oh, let me just turn on. I have not even seen. So first off we have this box here. It says Abominate Ape and Crocosaur Abomination pack. So 2 miniatures, 2 Abomination cards, and a rules leaflet. So we have this like a big ape and crocodile. I will just get it down on the table so we can take a look. So we can see we have it here. The ape looks pretty nice. And the back here where we can see the miniatures. And as I said, 2 Abomination miniatures, 2 cards, and 1 rules leaflet. So let's just get it opened. And of course, it requires a core box to play. I'm pretty sure the Gears of Guns did the same. It didn't state that, but probably should. There we go. So this seems like a very big box for 2 miniatures, but they might be big miniatures. I don't know. Maybe this just looks better on a storefront, this kind of size. So we have this rule leaflet here that tells you how to play. So The Abominate Ape here has special rules, and so does the Crocosaur. Okay, it is big miniatures, it was not for fun. Here we have the cards, so one for the Crocosaur, one for the Abominate, and then we have the miniatures. Big miniatures. And these are taped as well, just like before. I should have learned a lesson after last year, but I apparently didn't. So here we have, well, that's a big boy. Really nice sculpt. And as you can see, I have quite big hands. These are really big. They doesn't need any base to stand on. They are numbered. I don't know if you can see, maybe if I zoom in. But they are numbered underneath, just like any other Zombicide figure, so that you know exactly where it belongs in the set. It stands really neatly on the table. And here we have the Crocosaur. I do prefer the ape instead, but looks decent. There's some gaps that needs filling here if you wanted to go paint it. But this one is nice. Like that one. That is kind of the. It seems like, I don't know if it's a new strategy they are doing at CMON, but it does seems like you get very few abominations. So in the core game of 2nd edition, you got, I think it's 3 abominations, which is way too less. This time you get 1 in the core box, which is definitely too little. So you kind of need these packs. I don't know if there's more packs down in the box, but you need more abominations, because they are like this really insane panic mode when one of these abominations are spawned, and you can't kill it off because you don't have ability, or you don't have a special weapon or stick of dynamite for this game, or I think it's a grenade. No, it's Molotov cocktail in the normal Zombicide 2nd edition. But again, nice box. I will switch over. There we are, and I will go down and see what we have in the box again. Oh, so we actually have a box that went all the way down here. So it's a box that looks like this, and it says special guest Paolo Parante. Okay, let's take a look. So as you can probably see here, it is some Paolo's own survivors designed for Zombicide, Undead and Alive, which is, I don't know what that is. That is probably some background story, some comic, I don't know. But we get 9 unique survivors and 9 survivor ID cards, so let's just get it open. That's one of the things that it's nice with different survivors, but it also can take, if you play with a group like mine, where some people really like to read through all the options, these expansions are just gonna make the game so much longer before you even start. And you already have 14 survivors in the base game. That's gonna last you a long time if you only play like 4. You can play up to 6 players, but if you only play like 4 players, you're still gonna have a couple of games before you feel like they're old. But let's see what we have. Oh, that's pretty neat. So we just have the survivors down here and the ID cards. So that is 9 survivors. Was that what it said on the box? Yeah. So let's take a look at the miniatures first. Oh, they're really nice and detailed. So we have like this cowboy with the cape in the wind here, and this guy almost seems like he has a vest made out of scales and stuff like that. We have this dual wielding gunslinger. All of these are very like have a lot of action going on in their poses, like this wind in the cloaks and capes. Really nice. This is probably Paulo himself. So these seems like the premium miniatures compared to the others. These just have a bit more going on in the sculpt at least. In the second edition, we had this pack with there was this role-playing game that came out together with the second edition board game, and there was special survivor cards to those as well. I don't know if this is kind of the same. As I said, I don't really know what to expect. But let's take a look at what we have here. If I can get the zoom in. So we have this guy that is Lucan. Then we have Madison, Lila, Sable, Coulson, Mr. Grey, almost like Zombie himself, Marcy, Sepp, and Sheriff Hale. Okay. So, new characters, new abilities, and again, it's never a bad thing to have those additional options, but again, it depends on your group. Do you need more survivors? Probably not. Do you need more abominations? Definitely. But let's go back to the big box. We just continue. So there's a very, 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 very small box down here. I've seen one of these before, the last time. And again, I am constantly referring our video from last year. If you haven't seen it, I will put a link up in the corner. I'm pretty sure it is in Danish, not English, unfortunately, because it was before we changed the language of the channel. But let's check this one out. This is heavy, and this is gonna be good. So it doesn't really say. Oh, it says a metal steam dice pack. So not normal dice, but steam dice. I wonder why. I wonder if you can use the steam die for everything, or if that's just like a gimmick for the expansion. They are very neatly packed in here. And this is a very small box, but it's heavy. Whoa, look at this. Look at trying to. We have these really, really nice black and copper full metal die. And this is not just painted, these are, I don't know if you, but these are graved. These are for, and they have a lot of weight to it. I think you can hear it. That is, those are nice. I also have a set of metal dice from the second edition. I think this is, every single game should have premium dice like these, even though I don't know which table you're gonna play with metal die on. You probably need a dice tray or a mouse mat or something to roll on, but damn. Next. So let's see, we are not halfway yet. So here we have a pack called Deadstock. So Deadstock, Abomination pack, another Abomination pack. This is what we need, definitely. So 4 miniatures, 4 cards, 1 rule leaflet. Let's just get it on the table and open it up. So it looks like bear, a bull, bison, probably. Whoa! Sorry if I just shaked everything on the camera. I just stuff was moving around in the box below me. Probably because I hit the big box. So a really, really nice picture. Take a look at this. So it is a bull, a bison, a bear. I don't know what the last one is, but we're probably gonna find out when we get it open. Again, big box. Rule leaflet. Have been a bit of bended in the box. So Abominate Bear, Blood Bull, Bison, and Texas Deadhorn. Nice. And here we have the cards with the special rules. So this one says that's a Blood Bowl. If it has line of sight in its destination zone, the Blood Bowl moves up to 3 zones per activation. So we'll just charge the survivors. Nasty. These are a bit smaller than the ape and the croc, but they look really, really nice. I do love this longhorn already. I think that for every game I see from CMON, the miniatures just get more and more insane. Take a look at this guy. This longhorn here, if I can get it into focus. Really, really nice level of detail. All these blisters that just grows here, the big arms, the horns, the whole face. Nice skull. The bear, not like, yeah, it's a big chunky figure. It has a big of spikes, but nothing that really says zombie. Then you have the bull, a lot smaller, not much more than, kind of not much bigger than the normal Abomination. Again, it is a nice skull, but when you have seen the longhorn, it is a bit of a lackluster. I also do like this Bison here, with all the hair going down here, and you can see the sharp teeth and how the chin is starting to deprecate, and he has like this chitin all over him with the big spikes. That's also a really nice miniature. So 4 additional Abominations for a total of 6 additionals outside the one we had in the expansion, Steam expansion. Let's see what else we have, and then in the end I will probably come with a recommendation on what I think without having played is the best stuff to get yourself when this gets into the stores. Let me just go. I never run 2 camera setups. This is the first time we're running it, and I just set it up really quickly, so I just have my phone down here controlling everything. But let's go down and take a look. Next up, we have this one. It is Long Dead Walkers. So it seems like it is just some walker variations to the sculpts. 15 zombie miniatures, 8 zombie spawn cards, and a rule leaflet. Let's see if there's anything special to it, or if it's just additional miniatures. It is a nice picture though. They're more kind of skeletal. That's probably why they're called Long Dead Walkers. So instead of being zombies, they are almost just bones now. It would be nice if they have additional rules as well. And I think this marks about the halfway of the big box. Just if you're wondering how long this stream are gonna be, I am gonna continue until the box is empty. So let's see. If we take a look at the back, it just shows the different sculpts. And of course, just like everything else says, you need a base game to play. Let's see, we have the rules here. So it seems like they just have, no, they have a special rules here. They work like augur, they work like ordinary walkers, and they are affected by X activations for walkers, but they are immune to ranged actions. Although, because they're bones, you just shoot right through them, so you need to kill them in melee. So there's a bit of additional things here, so they have their own card along the walkers instead of just being normal walker sculpts. That's nice. And then we have the 3 different sculpts down here, 5 of each. So the first one is like this skeletal saloon girl here. Nice skull. We have another one of those in a bigger dress. Again, these are really, really detailed, really nice. With the additional decay. This one is gonna be real contrast to the normal zombies. He's nothing more than a collection of bones in boots. Nice indeed. I do like that they have their own rules, but again, don't really think you need all normal zombies. You need abominations, based on our playthroughs of Zombicide 2nd edition. Next. There we are. So the next box we have is this one. It's a Steampunk Extras, and it has 9 additional survivors and 2 item cards. So this is probably for the expansion. Was it Gears and Guns? So we have this nice picture of 3 of the characters here. And on the back we have a image of the 9 survivors. I like this guy in this steamed wheelchair. There's also one on like a steam snowboard, kind of hoverboard. Let's see. And even though she says I'm not allowed to get more board games, I'm pretty sure my wife will be in here as soon as I turn off the camera going through all these boxes or so. That's normally how it works. Let's get this open. So here we have the cards. So the additional cards, let's just start. One of them is this steam chair. If the survivor performs 2 consecutive move actions, they gain 1 free move action to use immediately. Okay, so that's because you have like the steam wheelchair. You can move additional times in the same round. And the other one is probably this hoverboard. Yeah. The Steam Drifter invention, +1 free move action. Slippery, always equipped, doesn't take a slot in inventory. So the slippery rule allows you to actually get away from zombies. So normally you have to pay as many points, action points, as there is zombies in your square, in your zone. But if you're slippery, you can just pay 1 action to get out. We have the ID cards, we'll take a look at them after miniatures. These are also looking really nice. As I said, I don't really think you need additional survivors, but they are looking nice. They are all very different from each other. Let's take a look at some of the special ones here, right? So here we have this guy in the wheelchair. So no legs, but he has his sword off and this steampunk wheelchair, really nice. We have like this big hunter type here with the goggles and the scoped rifle. This guys, I think this is pretty off compared to the rest. The rest have like this Western steampunk feeling. This seems too futuristic to my liking, but hey, you have some more Western sculpts. I also really do like this guy, like this bandita here with the sombrero. We have like a melee fighter type here with a noose around his neck and a tomahawk. So let's take a look at the ID cards for these guys. I can find a nice corner to get them open in. I do like how none of you have written in the chat, but that's okay. And welcome to, if you have just joined since I started. We have a big pile of boxes here already. So first we have the guy in the wheelchair. It is Lord Forsaken. And he starts with the steam chair card. Then we have Violet. Calvin. He starts with the driftboard. Doc Umber. Nice guy. Snake Eyes, that's the guy with the sombrero. Oh, that's him. Oh, that they both have. We have Jeans. We have Old Cuss. Sao. Oh, it's not a noose, it's just a piece of cloth here. I can't remember what it's called, that's also fine. And we have Dottie for the last one. So, new 9 survivors. 2 new special items for them as well. let's get back to the big box. So we go down once again. We still have a lot of stuff down here. Small one, more dice. So these are, it says special wooden die, and the only thing I can see is they are colored, so the other ones had red. Let me just get down to the other camera. So the other ones had red all around, these have blacks as well. So dynamite, diamonds and hearts are red, and the spades, clubs and zombies are black. But these again are these light wooden die. Has a nice feeling to it. If it's the same wood as the other one's, not gonna open them up yet, but nice. Then let's see, we have a small box here. So it says Sister Temperance and her Donkey Whiskey Survival Pack. So it's one of these clear singles here. So it seems like it is this nun, and then she is like on foot and on her donkey. And it says it requires the zombie undead dead or alive and running wild. That's the expansion we have not seen yet. Might be down there somewhere. There still is a lot of boxes yet. Or left, what I wanted to say. I'm sorry if the sound is a bit high from time to time. I am a bit away from the microphone, so I just got it back to normal sound level before I start the stream. So here we go. See if we can get this opened. I don't really know what to expect of these singles. We also had some of them in when they did some of the other releases. The miniatures are looking nice though. And maybe the Running Wild is some mounted expansion, since there's 2 miniatures. So first we have Sister Temperance. There she is. With her, I think it's a Winchester. I can get this into focus. Pretty hard, but it's a pretty neat sculpt, just like the rest we have seen. And then we have a very big detailed miniature here in Sister Temperance on a donkey whiskey. Both Sister Temperance and the donkey is really detailed. It's kind of a chunky miniature though. And then we have the card. Yeah, so it says Sister Temperance. Writer's Shelf. Still has a slot up there. And it says here Rider Mode. This survivor gains these traits: +1 die melee, +1 zone move, slippery. Riders cannot use move-related skills. Class abilities still apply, and riders may enter train cars but not the locomotive. Okay. Interesting. Don't really know what that is for, but it is a nice little miniature. Oh, rather big miniature to be honest. Next. Next is a pretty heavy box here with some additional wooden player boards on it, and it says Extra Players Upgrade Set. We have seen this before for 2nd edition. I can't remember how many players you can be with this, but let's see. It says 6 additional dashboards, 18 mini cards, 48 trackers, 6 survivor color bases, and 1 rules leaflet. And that allows you to play 12 players. It makes this a 12-player game. You probably need to have some additional boards for that, maybe the expansion, but yeah, so 6 additional colors. Let's get it open. I don't think there's a lot of interesting things here to see, but if you have a big group, so we from time to time are playing 7-8 players, so this actually allows everybody to join for a game that is normal 6 players, which is still, I think, quite a lot for a game. Okay, so this is just a lot of heavy plastic. So it has the components set here with the content. We already went over that. And then we have the rules for how to increase the challenge level for the number of players, so additional zombie spawn, stuff like that. Some more starting gear, just like we had in the base game. There's probably just a copy of that set. And these are just 6 additional slots with the additional colors and dynamite picks below. Not gonna do too much to open that one. So, upgrade pack to 12 players. I would think that most groups don't need this. Unless you know you always play like more than 6 players when you have game night. I think this is not necessary. Next. So, back down to the box. And we are down to, I think we're down to 3 boxes now. This one seems interesting. It's just a white box saying Zombicide. Lone Horse Pack. And this is this pack contains lone horses miniatures to replace tokens in Running Wild. Okay, so everything points to this Running Wild expansion. Now I'm looking forward to see what that is. And I wonder if that is one of the 2 big boxes we have left. It probably is. And if they have the same release schedule, sorry for the noise. If they have the same release schedule as they had with the 2nd edition, then it's probably 2 expansions and a core game. Let's see what we have down here. It doesn't say anything on the back, if you're wondering. So we have 2 different sculpts of horses. 3 of each. Pretty neat sculpts, very detailed. And it says this replaces tokens, so these are probably cardboard tokens when you buy the expansion. And I don't know if you can actually get these white boxes in stores, or if these are exclusives. I have absolutely no idea. Probably nice. I do like to have 3D miniatures in this game. So if this is instead of cardboard tokens, I'm all in for it. Next box. So it is a bigger box, but still not as big as the first one. This one says Zombicide, Running Wild. So that is probably the expansion we're looking for. Again, nice picture. Everybody has horses. And we see down here all the characters are on foot and on horse, and there's like a big red, probably Abomination horse. And it says 13 miniatures, 6 survivors, 6 rider survivors, 1 nightmare horse, Abomination, 6 survivor ID cards, 6 large color bases, that's probably for the horses, and 1 Abomination Card and a rules leaflet. So doesn't seem like this one is working together with the additional players. We didn't get any extra large color bases in that pack. So this is probably a standalone expansion. In some way, or not standalone, you still require the base game. Oh, and this has the same, but this time the colors doesn't seem to be that faded, to be honest. But let's get it open, take a look. As you can see, it's not that big an expansion. So we have a 2-page rule leaflet that tells you that you can do riders here. So you can just choose a rider version instead of the normal standard, and then you get these additional rider modes that we also saw for Sister Temperance. And then we have the rules for the special abomination. And here are the tokens. So these are the tokens that you would normally have for these wild horses. I definitely prefer the 3D miniatures for this. We have the ID cards, we have the single Nightmare Horse Abomination card, and we have all these miniatures and the extra large spaces. Let's see, these also have tape here. Now the interesting thing is, what do we have in the last box? So we have like this big axe guy here. Pretty hard to get the camera to focus. There we go. And he has his rider miniature here with the axe in the back. They are really, really nice, these rider miniatures. We have like this big guy with a sombrero riding full throttle on his horse. And of course we have him in normal survival mode as well. Oh, it's probably a miner, not a sombrero. It's like a big miner's hat. Oh, sorry. I was looking at the miniature myself. We have like this guy here with a mask on. And he is here really, really effectful. Look at this cape. He rides. These are really, really nice miniatures. And of course we have the Abomination horse as well. That's an okay sculpt, to be honest. We have the big bases for the riders. And let's take a look at the cards. I can get them open. So we have this guy we just saw, Roberto, Abby. Oh, so it's probably a woman, not a guy, the one with the long axe. We have Mitchell, that's the one with the cloak. Emilia, Ollie, and Tyler. So 6 of the survivors who can also play in rider mode. Don't know if that adds anything to the game, but it might. Again, it sets some restrictions with the train missions we already saw with the rules for Sister Temperance. Let's go to the last box. Also getting pretty hot in here. So let's see. Oh, that's okay. It is a big box, but it doesn't weigh that much. So it just says Zombicide, Dead West. And then it has a picture of a lot of plastic. So let's take a look. So here we have it. Again, really, really nice. You have this gunslinger coming into a saloon full of zombies. And in the back we have this big list of survivors, walkers, and abominations. So this one says 79 miniatures, 51 additional survivors, 15 walkers, 13 abominations. There you have your abominations. This is what you want. 51 survivor ID cards, 1 item card, 13 abomination cards, and a rules booklet. So this one is definitely gonna add a lot to a base game, because you do want to have those additional abominations. I think 13 is probably more than you need, but if this pack is easier to get if it's not an exclusive. Sometimes we did sort of with Maul Unite. The big pack of miniature is exclusive, unfortunately. So if you want to find them, you have to go find them secondhand at some time. Unless, I probably think they have some of those boxes when they goes to conference and stuff like that, like what is it called? Spielmessen in Germany and stuff like that. But let's see what we have in here. So first we have this ruled booklet that tells about the abomination. So we have like this werewolf guy here, Alpha Bane, Cactus Queen, Fat Maze, Dead Grabs, Gore Geyser, Little Trickster, the Flymouth Hound, Melting Pot, Pushback, Rotten Claw, and Swamp Tongue, and the Great Trickster. And then you have some addition, the Wendigo, and then you have some additional house rules that you can play with down here. And you have the additional walkers, and they have optional rules to make them unique walkers, just like we saw with the Long Dead pack. These are all the ID cards. I'm not gonna go over all 51 ID cards in this pack. And here we have all the abomination cards. But I am gonna show you the abominations and some of the miniatures for the survivors. So you can see we have the numbers here, and they correspond to the numbers in the bottom of each miniature. So you know how to get them back into these nice trays. Oh, so now we have tape 4 places instead of 2. I did not expect that. Did not expect that. There we go. Perfect. Did forget one. There we go. So a lot of survivors. Most of them look, I'm sorry to say, a bit generic. So this guy is pretty neat, where he has his cloak standing open around him, and he has like this shotgun. You have this dual wielding gunslinger here. Have this young woman with a pickaxe, as my youngest boy would say. This male here with double tomahawks and a shotgun on the back. You have like a farmer here with a hoe, and a gun and some vegetables, some carrots in the back. You have an archer. You have this fellow here in a rocking chair, just sitting there with his rifle. So there's some unique sculpts, but most of them just seem more of the same, to be honest. They might have some unique rules, but nothing too exciting. So let's get down to the exciting part, which is the Abominations. And these need to go on top. So this is definitely more survivors than you need. And they don't seem to have all that, you know, additional stuff to them that we saw in some of the premium packs. So this is one big insert, or is it 2? It seems like it's dual. So tape, and some more tape. So we do have 2 layers, but that is to make room for some of these really big abominations down here. Let's see if I can get everything down. So first we have the additional walkers. So let's see, it seems like they are, so the top ones we have 2 of these, 2 of these, 3 of these, and all of these are unique. So the first one here is this slender guy here. I don't know, let's see if we can find out what kind of walkers they are that were on the back. So that is Undead Gunslinger. This one is a miner. I have 2 of those as well. Then we have 3 of these who are, don't know what that should be, to be honest. Almost look like a kind of a mariachi. Yeah. I can't, maybe on the back. Yeah, that is a mariachi, yes. Then we have this guy here, which is a snake oil salesman. We have a teacher. Then we have, which looks to be a soldier. Yeah, it is. We have 2 of those as well. Then we have, I think this is the stagecoach driver. And this one is the, I think this one is the lumberjack. No, it's the station master. Then we have a dead horse walker, like this horse head on his head. And the last one is the lumberjack. And then we go into the different abominations. So I will just get over here. So the big one here is the Wendigo, and this one is, it's a kind of fragile, to be honest. They have used this flexible plastic like they do in all their games, but it is looking amazing. It is big, but it is it seems a bit brittle, to be honest. But really nice sculpt. Don't even know how that was down there. Then we have, which looks to be the wolf, the Alphabane. Also nice sculpt, very chunky, but still a lot of nice details. We have the Rotten Claw here, this big zombie thing with claws bigger than its body. Also a nice sculpt. And we have a small one here. Let me see if I can find out what that is. That is probably the Gore Geyser that we have here. And then we have the Great Trickster, which is missing his head. And that is because I just saw that this guy have 3 different heads that you can interchange. So you have the wolf head, you have the hare, or you have the crow or the raven. I think that they all should be put. I don't know how this should be. Oh, there you go. So 3 different heads to choose from. This one. And then underneath we have the rest of the abominations. So this is the Cactus Queen. Also pretty neat sculpt. The Little Trickster. Definitely need to get some filler in here. You have this is probably the Fat Mace. So it has this really small arm and then this giant fist over here. I think this is the Pushback, which is just one big blister all the way up here. Bit of claws. The Swarm Tongue, which is this zombie with a giant mouth and this big tongue going out. We have this one here, which is the Dead Grasp. This very long, again, bit of a fragile hand. Then we have what is called the Melting Pot, which is just all these different zombies just melting together. Probably a reference to the US being a melting pot. And I can't seem to get this one down again. Maybe it goes the other way. Yeah, it does. And the last one here is the Plymouth. No, so the Plymouth Hound was this one up here. And this is the Little Trickster. Not a lot to that one. So let's see, this one goes there. Oh, that's the way it goes, okay. And then this one goes like this, maybe. Yeah, that seems right to protect over here. And keep everything in place. We have all the survivors. And I will go check to see if there's any more in the box. I don't think so, but there might be some small packs just like the dice hidden somewhere down there. So let me take a look. Flamingo. Nope. Seems to be everything. So thank you all for watching. This was quite a big pile. You can't even see the button cases down here. There's 2 more. So I hope you enjoyed. There is a lot of stuff that we need to get into and play through and read the rules to and find out what to do with. But we will definitely get started as soon as possible. So that's all for today's live stream. Thank you all for watching.